Joyride 2, Freelance. This time with penis jokes.
John Cena's a good actor, dude, and it's like
Fuck it, we'll just roll into that.
Allison Brie is also a good actor. So it's like this is a real shame that this movie got made somehow, because if you go watch like Community, go watch Glow, BoJack Horseman, Allison Brie voices Diane.
I still don't think, by the way, welcome back to ComingThisSummer, we're just rolling right into this.
She's great.
I don't think she was bad in the movie. We're talking about Freelance, by the way.
That very like, and I'm not gonna damsel-y
because
she literally is like, yeah.
This movie, I'm trying to remember.
This movie could have been a Mario spin-off.
We just walked out
PG.
of the theater. We just saw this. Welcome back to ComingThisSummer. Jamie Martin, Rice Bad Show.
Anyway, Freelance.
Worst movie of all time is what it's being dubbed on Rotten Tomatoes. Lowest rated movie ever.
Yeah, I don't
right off
see
the
that.
bat, it's not the worst movie of all time.
No.
It's not a good movie.
It's better than About My Father. It's better than My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
I enjoyed it more than
the
those
Elaine
two.
movie.
I enjoyed it more than Hypnotic.
Hypnotic. It's better than...
These are all movies we gave like 5 somethings and less to, by the way.
It's better than Joyride.
I thought it was... It's more enjoyable than Joyride because...
If Joyride stuck to the plot that it was like setting up from the beginning and didn't like snap into like, pussy, 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 Joyride, Joyride, pussy, pussy, pussy.
Macaroni in a pot. Yeah.
Put it chicken. Make it gay. Make it lame. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, though. Like, this stuck to, like, even Bottoms. Like, Bottoms, if Bottoms stuck to what it was setting up, it would have been fine. But
Bottoms was still better than Joyride.
Bottoms was better than Joyride. But Bottoms went off the fucking rails. And when it went off the rails, it stayed off the rails.
Yeah. Where they say off the range?
Joyride, they, like, jumped off and did, like, a 360 grind on the rail.
And they would
leave.
Like,
did a flip back onto the rail, like, every 10 seconds.
This movie was your generic, and I said this before the video, I really honestly felt like they were filming Expendables, and they said... Can we just borrow $6-7 million, right? And we're gonna make another.
We just need a jungle.
Yeah.
We need a jungle and a couple guns as props. And we're gonna wreck
What's
a
Christian
couple cars.
Slater doing? Can we get him for like 30 lines?
We're gonna wreck a couple cars. Yeah, is he the bad guy?
No, he's the buddy who brings him in.
Oh, okay.
Hey, brother.
Okay.
It's me, Christian Slater, and every scene I overact.
Oh, the one who's like trying to recruit him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Christian Slater, by the way. He's like a 90s super actor, but
okay.
And he's like with that show I Am Robot or whatever. He was like a big time in that.
Okay.
But he's
Mr. Robot?
Mr. Robot, I'm sorry. I was thinking
Robot.
the Will Smith thing, yeah. But he's such an overactor.
I Am Legend, Mr. Robot, and iRobot. Like, I'd watch all 3 of those in the same universe.
So this movie is, I think, the reason people hate it more, and we'll start from the beginning.
Well, it's fun to poop on movies.
It is, but this movie starts so strong. So strong. The first 5 minutes opens
first-person shit is pretty
with the
legendary.
first-person montage of John Cena's character's life.
And he's like, fuck this.
And he's like
joining the military.
Overdubbing. And it's really good. And I'm like, oh, this alone makes it not the worst movie of all time. It could have literally just cut
been
to
a short. It could have been
pooping.
a 5-minute short.
I was going to say that to you.
Pooping.
If it was a short film and it was just the intro, it would have been amazing.
About a dude like losing his family like from the military and then being broken by like, but it's like somehow a comedy. Like, yeah, give me 15 minutes of that. Not
That's all.
An hour 40.
So it's your typical guy who is who's in the military, misses the military because he's out of the military, hates his family life, no one gets along. And it's, I mean, we've seen 100 of these movies. One of the military friends happens to contact him and bring him back in for...
In the military, he had a wife and a baby, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they die?
No, that's who his wife and baby are.
That's the wife and baby are. Okay, that's what
because
okay.
The intro is, I didn't want to do all this stuff, so I did this other thing that still led me to the same stuff.
Got it.
So he misses just being the, action super... Special Forces guy.
And then...
So the reason he has to leave the Special Forces is they go on a mission, they get shot down, most of his team dies, he gets, basically honorably discharged, and he gets to go back and be a lawyer, which he doesn't want to do.
But he's got to make that bread, so he's got to bring in that bank.
For
the fam, so...
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And right off rip, you can see that they spent every penny they had on the name actors and zero on background and extras because the movie
Let's rent an Airbnb. For the house. Let's pull up to a school that's closed on a Saturday and hire some extras.
It looked like the school from Modern Family in the earlier seasons.
And then we'll just like fly Allison Brie and John Cena and camera crew out to Puerto Rico for the fucking jungle scenes.
The extras, the beginning when he's a lawyer and the guy's like, you got to take care of my phone charge. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. The wife The wife's dialogue. The dialogue is written so bad for every character in this movie. John Cena's trying to do
John
these
Cena's
like
very dry, and it's like, okay, his character
his
is like
funny
a broken.
one-liners are fine.
Yeah, he gets there, but like the beginning.
But the emotional scenes, oh my god! And it's not necessarily because he's a bad actor, because I think he's a funny, great comedic actor, and he actually does some good dramatic stuff in certain roles.
He's great in like Suicide Squad
Right.
and Peacemaker, and I
He
shit
can-
on James Gunn a lot, but he, oh my fucking god, funny,
Right.
super
no, I've
funny.
seen. I still
Yeah.
need to watch Peacemaker, but
Super
I've seen
funny.
clips, and
Yeah.
he's great.
Super funny.
The dialogue in this movie, that is the problem. It is cheesy, cheeky, clunky.
The
just-
surrounding setup, the sets, the actors are good.
It looks like it from the outside. It looks like an action movie. The trailer. That's why I was like, why is everybody hating it? It looks
on
like
paper. Yeah. Hey, broken military John Cena guy teams up with Alison Brie, reporter in a suit in a coup with the military. Like that's, and you make it a comedy. It's like Dictator.
It seems
you
like it
could
should have been
done
funny.
something
Yeah.
like that. Like
it's an action buddy, like people who don't want to be a buddy action comedy with someone else that's a third tag along. And you know what I mean? It's that same. Here's what I just realized the aura I got from the movie. The show Entourage, they do this Escobar movie. And there's this scene in the movie. Medellin, thank you. There's a scene in Medellin that they do that's supposed to be real over the top where Escobar goes into town, all the villagers gather on. He gets out of the car and he like waves everyone. He kicks the soccer. There's a scene in this movie where the guy who's running the coup pulls up into town with the cars, gets out of the scene while the kids run up, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm watching Medellin, bro. And that's how bad the extras are.
John Cena's Medellin.
It's not. It's the extras and the dialogue make the movie insufferable. John Cena is almost Jason Statham in the fact that he like takes the movie and goes,
I was like,
I'll drag it.
45 minutes. The second they get into the jungle and the second he's like in there, I'm like, man, this movie would have been a fucking solid 7 if that was Jason Statham and not John Cena.
What you
I'm
do
like,
is
maybe I'm biased. Maybe
no,
I'm biased.
I don't think you
I
are.
don't know.
You could have made. You could have still kept John Cena in the movie. You could have made him the Christian Slater role, right?
John Cena?
Yeah.
Or
you push him as like the friend who owns
Yeah.
that company, and he's
Yeah.
delivering the.
I
Hey,
bu-
sorry, I'm the bad guy now. I'm
I
kind of
buy
sold
that
out.
more as him. He's like the romping. I want you to go kill a guy. You know, and
Right,
it's like
and then
I
Jason
hired a bunch
Statham
of these guys
slides
to
in.
murder. Yeah. And then Jason Statham is the John Cena.
You make,
anyway,
you make
yeah.
Jason Momoa the bad guy dictator president
There you
because he
go.
already did the unhinged
There you
fast
go.
version.
Yes.
This movie just wasn't casted well.
No,
the
it
dialogue's not great.
The two leads are fine. Like John Cena and Alison Brie is fine in the role she is. She takes the role of in between every action scene. I'm gonna scream in every action scene. I thought she was gonna get badass at a certain point.
I know.
It didn't really
It was-
happen.
It was just so.
I'm
You're
like-
right. It was damsel in distress.
I'm like, when's she gonna pick up the gun and start blasting? I'm like, that's the movie I want.
Then they try
you
to
know?
slut her up to try to seduce John Cena,
Yeah, then they're trying to bang.
and he won't bang her because he's like, I'm still working on my
I'm married."
marriage, and I'm still trying to do that. I know we bounced all over the place, but this is the movie. It's your typical. There's 100 twists too. So I don't want to because breaking this movie down would take 6 hours because every 20 minutes they hit you with
and we don't like
twist.
completely spoiling shit either.
That's true. Yeah.
So,
But if this to me is very much like Hypnotic, where they throw twists at you because this movie it's
I don't know, man. You say this is better than Hypnotic had a fun gimmick.
it did, but this
Like
had
John
more
Cena
enjoyable
doesn't-
characters.
I know. Okay, fair. John Cena doesn't have like a power though in
No.
this. You know.
No, he's
so
just your-
Hypnotic. It's like okay, at least there's a cool
But
thing.
see, this movie's so overwritten that like when they pick up the dictator gets in the car that they're supposed to be interviewing. She's a reporter and she's supposed to be interviewing. That's the whole thing. He goes over there, takes the job to protect her. That's the gist of the movie. He's supposed to be protecting
the
her.
bodyguard.
He's the bodyguard.
It's Hitman's wife's bodyguard, just with the worst cast.
Just way overwritten. They're in
And
the car.
overwritten.
He's
Yeah.
making comments. He's pouring alcohol. He's like, I'd like a drink. Pause for laughter. Like every scene has a setup and a forced joke.
Why did they write John Cena as like a beta simp?
It was
you
really
know, to
weird.
Alison Brie. Like Alison Brie's like the dom in this situation.
Which I don't
and
even
it's
care
like,
about any of that.
No,
but
I'm not even talking about like gender politics or whatever. It's just like writing. It's just like, why not make him the funny guy? Why isn't he just like trying to joke about everything? Like that's John Cena. Like that's what you should
That's what I'm
give
saying.
him.
His character is like he wanted to go back out in the field, and then the second he does get back in the field, like then he doesn't want to when he gets offered, but then he'll do it for the money. And then when he gets out there, he's still a grumpy ass, but he's finally doing what he wants to do, but he's miserable. So she basically
He's like,
has
no,
to take
we're not
charge.
going to try and stop the coup. We're going to go wait somewhere for a drop and
It's
get
just
the fuck out of
weird.
here. And it's like, well, why would you write him as like the straight man? Like you can't write
and it goes back and forth.
Who's the comic relief?
I know,
because Alison Brie is the damsel, and we keep saying it, but she literally fucking gets kidnapped and like screams in every action scene.
Yeah.
I love Alison Brie, and if you want,
she was wasted.
If you want Dom Alison Brie, go watch fucking Glow, because absolutely hell yes, I love that.
She was
show.
super wasted in this.
Yeah, like you could have cast anybody, anyone, and it's like. I didn't even know Alison Brie was in this until we like went to like look at trailers and what the fuck, man? Why would you waste my girl like that? That's why I'm most pissed.
I get that.
A 6 out of 10.
Oh wow, that's a little higher. I'm gonna go to 5.5.
Okay, maybe I'm too generous.
I think you're because I know you like her. Again, I think John Cena was fine. I think the scenes where he sounds like a bad actor, is because the dialogue is terrible. I mean, it's just, what do you mean? I don't know if I can do that. You know, and it's like all of these like who's directing this movie?
Yeah, can John Cena not read a script? Is that why in everything he usually does is improv? Because he just can't read lines?
it's so it's
like,
clunky.
okay, we're gonna do the table read for Freelance, and everyone was okay with that, and everyone was fine.
Because the director goes, "Hey, don't worry, it's like 40 minutes of action of just copious over the top
and
set
John
piece
Cena
after
just
set
went
piece."
back into the WWE, right? Like he just.
Well, I think he was doing that because of strike, and he couldn't act.
That's
what I read, because that doesn't count because they're independent contractors and it's not the same
needs
thing.
To make money, right? Still, yeah. But it's like, how did they not cross? He's got a movie coming out. He's joining the WWE
I see
for
why
like
they
a
didn't
limited
promote
time.
this, though. It's not
like,
something
how
you
did
want.
they not? But he's in the thing, and he's.
I
doing
know,
the
but
thing,
I
and
would
it's
be like, this
this
feels like a WWE produced movie. Do you know what I mean? Like I was waiting for that.
Yeah, the WWE has better writing than this.
Well, they do movies. They do those like cheap sequels. Like they did like a Jingle All the Way 2 years ago. They did like the real garbage.
What?
Yeah. So they're not good.
What?
But that's what this felt like. This felt like, and actually, before we got here, I have to see the budget because that'll actually affect my score a little bit more.
If it's like $10 million, then
I'm gonna be like, that's
okay,
fine.
Okay, yeah. If it's like $300 million,
even $20 million is
that's too much money.
Much money.
That's too much money because this movie did not make that.
This movie, no.
I don't think it made $1 million. People are saying it's the worst movie ever. I wouldn't say that.
It's not the worst movie ever.
Yeah,
no way.
Not.
Dust from Dawn 2, Dust to Dawn 2 still, I think, is the worst movie of all time.
Ever. Is Joyride better than that? Wow. Okay. Wow. I need to watch. Do I need to watch? I watched the first one. We got to do we got to do a full review of that because that movie was fucking bad.
By the way, it currently sits at a 5.5 on IMDb, which again isn't good.
But it's like
But that's not the worst movie.
It's average.
Dragon Ball Evolution has like a 1.7 or some shit like that.
That's the worst movie.
Oh, yeah, that's way worse.
That's the worst movie of all time.
Okay. Ooh, budget. Ooh.
50?
Ooh. Between 40 and 50 million.
What? Well, you got to fly the camera crew out to Puerto Rico or whatever
6.1
South
million
American jungle they were in.
So far.
Oh, Johnny Boy, Baby Bree, Johnny Boy, Baby Bree, fucking, that's not good.
Yeah, 40 million budget. Okay, I'm looking at the director. I got to see what else he's directed because I mean,
it was like shot okay, like nothing really jarring there, you know.
This guy was originally attached to direct Dune.
The new Dune, Timothée Chalamet Dune.
Back when it was in the works in 2015,
and then he got fucking cut.
He left the project. Oopies. He's making Freelance now.
If we're ever in a position.
He started as a cinematographer, camera guy.
If we're ever in a position, we're on set, we're cinematographers for the Marvels movie.
He did
and they're like, hey, do you guys want to direct? Do you want to direct the new Nova movie? And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And then 2 months into the project, I go, I just want to do this John Cena movie. You know?
He did.
Sorry, Feige.
Taken, though. District 13 is a well-known action cult movie that everybody loves. He did that, and he did Taken, From Paris with Love.
Wow. So dude can make
and
movies.
And then he did Freelance. He was also the cinematographer on The Transporter.
Okay.
So the guy knows how to do
movies. He knows how to do a movie.
So what happened?
I think the writing happened. Yeah. Well, you got our rankings. Is it truly the worst movie in the world? Find out for yourself. I'm sure this will drop on streaming.
Jacob Lentz wrote this.
Next
I'm coming
week.
for you, Jacob.
Yeah, Mr. Lentz. What did he write?
I can't even find him. Oh, there we go.
Nothing.
IMDb.
Yeah.
Freelance.
Freelance 2. It's like the sequel announced.
Oh, what he's known for. Oh
Yeah.
my God, he was
The
from
writer of the movie, guys.
he's a Jimmy Kimmel writer. He was. That's from 2003 to 2010.
So he can write comedy. So what the fuck
he
happened?
did the White House Correspondents' Dinner in 2012. And he wrote an episode of Ed. So he's done like Jimmy Kimmel. He was a Jimmy Kimmel writer for years.
So he can do comedy.
He can write comedy.
That's like Fallon. That's like That's like
That's
Conan.
that's why it's overwritten. That explains a lot.
Because it's like
He wrote
a
he tried to make an action. He literally wrote a comedy movie and then shoved an action movie skeleton into a comedy body, and that's why it's this like
But
Frankenstein
the comedy's not
mess.
even that good.
No, but that's why, because it connects action set pieces, and it's all like we got to clunk this shit together to make it go from action. You don't need witty dialogue. You need one or two lines, like it's Jason Statham saying something stupid and cracking a neck. You don't need a 5-minute car ride of them having a huge discussion about nothing.
I don't care.
We're done. I can't. This
Yeah,
movie
they got
was-
the Arrested Development roundabout on set, and then just driving.
scene when they pick him up. That's basically what they're doing. They're driving that town, and he's talking about the town, and they just drive, and then they cut a wide pan and show the car going down the road. And they go back into the
he's
car.
He's just like in the backseat, like
yeah,
he's like grumbling.
it's like 10 minutes of the movie. $40 million.
Oh my God! Can someone give us 10 million? Can someone?
$100,000.
Yeah, I don't even need a fucking
Probably
million,
25,000, and we can make a
guarantee you I
banger
can
horror
make more
movie.
money than this.
Yeah.
This is the thing.
The first season
there was mystery.
barely dealt with time travel, though. For something that was built on a time travel plot, it didn't really dive
That was like
super into time
timeline
travel,
hopping.
right?
Yeah.
This season's like Doctor Who, just like let your mind go,
Some Back to the
motherfucker.
Future.
You know, because we're gonna do 9,000 different things, and you're gonna be going, well, wait a minute, because
Yeah, they don't care.
I liked that though.
Yes.
It wasn't trying to like, hey, we gotta pertain. It's like, no, we're outside
Let's go
time.
to Pompeii, and it's like.